Hi, everyone. Welcome to Grounded Health and Wellness. My name is Kate, and today I'd like to talk to you about how snacking could actually be ruining your digestion. So, just beginning to look at this through an Ayurvedic lens, Ayurveda looks at our digestion or our Agni as this digestive fire. So, when you are putting food into the digestive system, there are a lot of processes that actually take place in order for us to assimilate nutrients, remove waste, and that really takes a toll on the entire system as far as what's going on. We don't really think about it. We just eat and the body does what it does. So, if you actually think about everything that's going on, we'd like to have a bit of buffer around the time that we actually input food into the system to when we would eat again. So the body has a chance to kind of recalibrate, find some rest. So that's why we try to aim for a gap of anywhere from 3 to 4 hours between each meal. So that body does have that chance to kind of settle itself out and rekindle the fire for the next time we give it food. So, if you are concerned about blood sugar or if you have been diagnosed with diabetes, always, this is not medical advice. So, always check in with your doctor before you make any changes to your lifestyle. But if you don't have a medical condition and are just getting curious about what your blood sugar responses may actually be doing, I would recommend looking into a CGM. This is a continuous glucose monitor. You can get them at the drugstore. They're a little device that just kind of sticks on the back of the arm. They last for 2 weeks, and you can download an app on your phone, which the system gives you kind of a real time situation as far as what's going on with your blood sugar. So, this was recommended to me when I was first working on my own digestion and my healing journey. And it was recommended because the truth was most clients that nutritionist had worked with said that her clients' blood sugars were a complete mess, including her own. And you don't really know what's going on in your body until you know what's going on in your body. So this was interesting little technology to kind of give an insight as to what was actually happening as you kind of explored that communication between the device in real time. So if you don't want to go to the lengths of exploring that, and I just ask you to kind of go intuitively and notice after you eat, are you reaching or looking for a snack a couple hours after? And if you are, the answer is probably that you have a blood sugar control issue because if you are having enough protein and healthy fats at a particular meal, that should maintain your blood sugar kind of steadily, at least for 4 to 5 hours until the next meal. So if you're feeling any kind of yearning to want to eat, or you get hangry. Some people I work with, they explain that, they get this strong urge to need to eat. That's a good indication that your blood sugars are kind of yo-yoing all over the place. So, aiming to kind of structure your meals with that window in between a 3 to 4 hours. If you just start off with a small change, maybe just incorporate more protein and fats into first meal of your day. And then that's gonna set your blood sugar up steadily for whatever else happens that day. So that's a great place to start. I've worked with some clients where they've said that has been kind of the foundational change for them. Once they adjusted that morning meal, all of a sudden lunchtime just kind of showed up and they kind of forgot what time it was in the day because they weren't kind of counting down the hours to get to that next meal to be able to eat at lunchtime. So that's a great indication that you're on the right path. So circling back to the Agni and digestive fire, I want you to think about your digestive process like an actual physical fire. So we want to make sure that the fire is kind of burning steady. And each time you're eating, consider that you're kind of dousing that fire with a little bit of water. We don't want to overload the digestive fire because then the fire goes out. So there's this kind of idea of balance where you are giving your system enough. Now, one other little tip from Ayurveda is to honor the first meal. So, if you are eating consciously and not distracted by looking at your phone or watching TV or having a deep conversation with someone, not really paying attention to eating, there can be a tendency to overeat and you may eat past the capacity of where you truly are full in your belly. When you honor that first burp, that is your biological kind of flag that's waving to say, we have enough in here, we're content, and then just kind of stop and see how that feels for you. So, if you are kind of struggling with more of your digestive journey, you can work with me one on one and we can dive a little bit deeper into that and your bio individual needs. But I also have the Love Your Guts digestion course, which is a virtual course. You take it at your own pace. And there is a lot of information and practices in there that you can utilize to support your own digestion. But maybe just start with the snacking and seeing once you remove that and you better balance your meals around protein and some fat, and seeing if you're a little bit more satisfied as you go through your day. You're going to have steadier blood sugar. The rest of the hormonal cascade going on in your body is going to drop into place. And I think you'll generally start to feel better overall. All right, that's it for me today. Don't forget to check the show notes down below to visit my website about my offerings and hit the subscribe button at the end of the video. Talk to you soon.